How's it going, y'all? So if you've already seen my last video, welcome back. And if you're a new viewer, welcome to my channel. So just recently, I decided to become a prepper. I decided to become a meal prepper, start prepping my meals for the week. And I feel like it just makes things a whole lot easier, especially being a college student and not always having time to cook specific meals that are gonna have the calories, the carbs, the protein, and everything else that I'm gonna need throughout the day. So seeing as I'm currently bulking, all of the portions that you're gonna see in this video are gonna be high calorie, high carb, high protein portions, but you can always exercise portion control and just modify this to your liking. In the description, I'm definitely gonna have a link, which is basically gonna have the ingredients, their macros, and just everything that I did in order to prepare these meals. Just a little helpful tip before I continue. For those of you that are bulking, keep in mind that the amount of calories that you're taking in is going to need to exceed the amount of calories that you expend throughout your day. Basically, you're always going to want to be in a caloric excess throughout your day. So I don't know about you guys, but the whole black pepper salt on chicken breast every single day does not work for me. I need to mix it up. I need something new each day. That being said, these meals are gonna be quick, simple, and very easy to make while still being tasty. All right, so let's head to the kitchen and I'll show you guys what I picked up for today's meal prep. Okay, so here's everything that I went ahead and picked up for this week's meal prep. We've got a bunch of high quality protein sources. I've got some chicken breast, some pre-made meatballs, and some turkey, some ground turkey. And then I went ahead and got some frozen cod just because I wanted some fish in the meals. We've got our greens behind here. I only got broccoli because broccoli, believe it or not, is all that I like. Got some rice, some potatoes, some beans, and then some seasonings. One thing that you're definitely gonna wanna have when exercising portion control is going to be a scale. I got a digital scale just because it was the cheapest one that they had at Walmart, and it's worked perfectly. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with the chicken. What I'm in the middle of doing right now, as you can see with these, is cutting off all of the fat on the chicken. This is gonna allow you to regulate your fat intake. You're not gonna wanna take in all the fats that come with this chicken for sure, so you're just gonna cut off the majority. Now, it doesn't have to be every single piece of fat. You just want to get all the big chunks like this one right here off. And I'm fine with that. All right, so we're gonna get a pretty decent sized bowl, put our 3 cuts in there. And then I'm not a very picky eater. So I'm just kind of gonna throw in whatever I feel like. I'm gonna use roasted garlic and herb. Hopefully that focuses, herb. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna use to flavor this chicken. All right, guys, so this is what it's gonna look like seasoned. I'm gonna go get the other meat seasoned and then we'll get right back to it. So we've got our fish seasoned, our turkey seasoned, our chicken seasoned, and our meatballs are gonna come pre-rolled and pre-seasoned. If you guys haven't realized by now, everything that I'm using is gonna be complete. So all of the seasoning is gonna be within the containers, and they are all sold at Walmart. Everything that I got today was at Walmart and really only takes a few minutes to get prepared. So I'm sure everyone knows how to cook rice. It's pretty simple. Since I'm not measuring anything out as of yet, I'm just gonna dump the rice in and then measure it out once it's all boiled. Our rice has reached a boil, so we're gonna turn that down to a simmer and let that simmer for a few minutes. So the chicken and the ground turkey are gonna be done on the stovetop. The meatballs and the cod are gonna be done in the oven. So we are going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees and let that heat up. So as our pan's heating up, we're gonna spray that with a little bit of pan. And then we are going to add our chicken breast. Now, optionally, you can put this in the oven, but I like the grilled flavor on mine, so I'm gonna grill it for a little bit and then stick it in the oven after the turkey and meatballs are done. We're just looking for this nice char on there, and then we're gonna stick that baby in the oven as well. Chicken is done and in a pan waiting for its turn in the oven, and now I'm gonna get started on the ground turkey. So now that the pan's heated up, we've added the ground turkey, and we're just gonna slowly break it down into little chunks. Now, ground turkey does not take long at all to make. I've only been standing here for about 10 minutes on low heat, and you're basically just gonna cook it until there's no pink left. So if you break one apart, there should be no pink left on the inside of it. All right, so turkey is done. The rice has finished boiling, and now I'm gonna get started on the potatoes and the beans. So to start off with these potatoes, what you're gonna wanna do is thoroughly wash them. And once you've washed them, you're going to quarter them. And then I'm going to add some salt and some black pepper to these. So I put the meatballs and the cod on 2 separate baking pans just because the meatballs are gonna cook way faster than the cod is. So I'm gonna have to remove that a bit earlier. But now that my oven is heated up correctly, I'm gonna put the cod and the meatballs in and get those started. And I did forget to mention that the cod is only going in for 20 minutes. So the cod's done and the meatballs are done. I cut a few of the larger ones open to make sure they were fully cooked. And now I'm going to add the potatoes and the chicken to the oven. Okay, so the potatoes and the chicken are in the oven at 400 again. The potatoes are only going in for 20 minutes and the chicken is going in for 30. So I'm gonna start cooking the black beans and the baked beans. Gonna cook them one by one. And I'm gonna do 2 cans of black beans and then 1 big can of baked beans. So chicken is done, potatoes are done, beans are done, and everything is finished and fully cooked. And now it's time for my favorite part, prepping them and putting them all in these cool little containers. This is where your scale comes in. I'm gonna be weighing virtually everything with the exception of the rice, beans, and broccoli. So I am halfway through packing and this is the finished product, guys. This is what it's gonna look like. Little tip, I wouldn't recommend putting the beans in with a fish or letting it touch anything else since it's gonna kind of get it a little soggy. It does have a lot of moisture in there. So what I did is I got some separators for beans. I forgot to get the separators for these, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the baked beans in a little Ziploc type container and just add it whenever I am starting my next meal. As for the veg, I have a bunch of these little steamable bags. They only require 5 minutes in the microwave, so rather than thaw them all out, I'm gonna leave them frozen and then just blast them in the microwave and add them to my meals as I go. So yeah guys, that is it. I will have links with the macros as well as other nutrition facts about these meals in the description, as well as on the screen. I would really recommend you guys try some of these recipes out. They're quick, easy, and delicious. I definitely cannot wait to try this cod. It looks freaking amazing. But yeah guys, as I said, links to everything will be in the description. This did not take me long at all. So that's all for today guys. Thank you so much for watching and stay strong.